It's not coffee in these mugs, ladies and gentlemen.
Winning at life. Shocker.
It never
Shocker. Here, look, here's your award. You can have some more wine.
Oh.
Yay!
Hey geeks, welcome back to Sister Geek's vlog. I'm T Mac.
And I'm Jen P.
And today we are going to talk about Rey from Star Wars The Force Awakens.
The cutest little Jedi ever!
Spoiler alert. Seriously, it's been like 6 weeks.
We don't want to talk to you until you've seen it.
If you have not seen this movie yet, you just need to stop this and go rectify that situation immediately.
Yeah,
like, even if you've not been a Star Wars fan in the past, understand that this is just a good movie.
And you can pick it up here and you'll be fine.
You're fine. Go watch it and then come on back and join us, like, seriously. We're gonna talk about some of the different theories about Rey's heritage. Who is this girl? Where does she come from? I love her, by the way. She's like my new spirit animal.
She's so stinking cute.
I dig on her. So the first and most obvious of theories is that she is the daughter of
Luke freaking Skywalker.
What are your thoughts on this particular theory?
Okay, so when I was watching the movie, it felt like they were leading us there. It definitely hints at that over and over and over again, that is a big possibility. But after the end of it, it's just too damn obvious. They had that whole moment at the end of the movie and I was like, say it, say it. But then of course they didn't say anything. They just sit there and did this.
They
And then a little bit of this. And then a few more minutes of this. And then roll credits. Weirdest damn scene. The movie's amazing. And then that scene, and I'm like, that's what we're ending on?
It was a strange scene. I'm convinced that that scene actually shouldn't have been in this film, and it was tacked on just so that Luke would be technically in this movie.
Yeah. I even felt like it should have been like a post-credit scene, and then
I
somebody
thought
was
that
like,
at most.
oh wait, that's not cool anymore. We're just gonna put it at the end of the movie.
Here's my thoughts on this theory. I think it's too obvious. I agree with you. It is just the most obvious, and if it ends up being that, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed.
Because we're all thinking it.
But I will say this, I do think there is connection between Luke and Rey, and I've had people look at me sideways and crazy when I've said this.
Not this guy.
But here's how I feel about it. I think that Rey attended Luke's school. I think she was a Padawan at his school when Kylo Ren destroyed everything. That's why she was abandoned, for her own protection. Her memory was wiped so that she would not remember what she'd seen, and so that Kylo Ren couldn't find her and find out that she'd been there. When she picks up the lightsaber, you know, she has a vision. And I don't know that all of that was somebody else's memory. I think part of it might have been hers.
With the Knights of Ren and...
Exactly. Like, that's part of what makes me think that she was at Luke's Jedi school. I think part of that was her getting her memories back. So I think she attended Luke's Jedi school. And that she's the one student besides Kylo Ren who survived everything that Kylo Ren did.
I mean, and it's really the only way to explain why the Force is so strong with her, unless she's got some hardcore legit parentage that we will find out about.
Yeah, because it has taken, it took no time for her to just pick up those skills.
That's something that's not taught overnight, you know? Like, that's the kind of thing that you have deeply ingrained in you, like riding a bike. So even if her memories were wiped, it was probably still there, that bit of training that she got.
I see where they're hinting that she's Luke's daughter. I really don't want her to be. Luke is not my favorite character anyway, but I feel like it's too obvious. So that's the first theory. Second theory is that she actually belongs to Han and Leia, and that she's Kylo Ren's sister. I can't even say it.
I can't
keep a straight
justify
face.
this one. She spent so much time with both of them in the movie for neither of them to say a word to her about it. I mean, that just seems cruel. I mean, for her protection is not gonna fly with this one. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then that makes the major loss that much worse.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have said their problem with The Force Awakens is that it's redoing everything that was done in the original films. And you want to talk about a redo. Oh, God, really? Brother and sister again? We're gonna, like, are we doing this again?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Cousins maybe.
Right, but
maybe.
brother and sister again, I think is a bit much.
That's too much.
As much as I don't want her to be Luke's daughter, I accept this premise even less than that one.
Right. It's lame. It's just lackluster, boring, not effective, like storytelling. It just kind of would let a lot of people down, I feel like, if that's the route they went.
Yeah.
The next one I think is actually your favorite one.
I love it, and it has caused some problems in my household. Because when I said this, I think my husband's head was gonna explode. Like, he just lost his mind. I'm like, are you gonna be okay? He's like, no, I'm not okay, because you just said some bullshit, and I can't accept it. I love the theory that Rey is a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love that. People are like, how could she possibly be a descendant of his? I'm like, do we not, like, are you forgetting everything that happened? Because between episode 3 and episode 4, a lot of time passed. And the Jedis were disbanded. There were no more Jedis. People are like, oh, he's a Jedi. Jedis are celibate. I'm like, he wasn't a Jedi. There were no more Jedis. And he's just this dude hanging out in the desert, trying to make sure this kid who is not his doesn't get killed. You don't know how he spent his nights in the desert?
I'd like to find out.
But I want you to remember what that dude looked like at the end of episode 3. I'm just saying, a girl could do worse.
Ewan McGregor, baby.
Oh my gosh. You'd climb on this lightsaber.
That totes. In a heartbeat. I also, you know, get on some Kylo Ren, so, you know, I'm a freak. That man is adorable. I don't care what you say. Our fandom is strong.
The Force is strong up in here. So, there you go. But I just love that theory. Like, I love her being his descendant. She would obviously have to be a granddaughter.
Age-wise.
But I'm okay with that. Like, I really like it. I love that theory. I was out to dinner with some friends. We were talking it over. And I mean, there was a clear divide. There were like 8 people. And it was like 4 and 4. And we got all loud in the restaurant. Everybody else was looking at us crazy. And we didn't even care. Because it was a serious discussion. Like, we really went at it. And my husband and I are on different sides of this issue. He doesn't even like me to talk about it. He's like, no, that is not a possibility. It's something about the thought of Obi-Wan having had a relationship with a woman that really bothers him. He's like, no, he's a Jedi. And I'm like, but he wasn't a Jedi for a while.
Jedis made babies. Like, let's be real.
He wouldn't be the first Jedi to...
No.
Anyway.
The voices in the flashback.
Yeah.
When Rey is a child. I don't know if you know this, but they used Ewan McGregor's and the original Obi-Wan's voices.
Really?
That are saying goodbye to her or stay by. I can't remember the exact line, but it's a combined usage of those two actors' voices when they leave her on Jakku.
That's the story I love. That's the theory I love. And fortunately, because we've got new films coming out, you know, even if it's disproved eventually, I can kind of hang on to this theory for a while because we don't get another movie until
like a billion years.
Next November. It got pushed back. So I've got the better part of 2 years to just sit on this theory and ride it, and I love it.
The lamest theory of all, in my opinion, is that she doesn't have important parents.
She's just a girl.
Yeah, she's just a chick with powers. I mean, it's cool, like, to say that it arose in her naturally from nowhere. I mean, maybe if they give us some good backstory, they could make that work. But to me, that's kind of lame. I want a Luke, I'm your father moment. I really do. I mean, they can never recreate it, but I need that shot.
Something.
Yeah. The other really random one that's out of nowhere is that possibly great-granddaughter of Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know. I mean, he's an old character. We haven't heard from him in a while, but there's a possibility that, you know, his lineage was also being protected by his friends in the Jedi community. And that, you know, that could be why she's also so powerful. I mean, he was a very powerful Jedi.
He was very powerful. Now, the reason I think that one is less likely than the Obi-Wan Kenobi theory is because Qui-Gon was a Jedi.
Yeah,
he was an active Jedi that whole time. But at the same time, the reason it could actually work is he was obviously a rebellious Jedi, because he was told not to train Anakin, for example, and he was like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And well, I mean, we know how that turned out. I'm just saying, he didn't always follow all the rules, so that's plausible as well.
And it'd be a bigger surprise than the others, because
it would be out of nowhere.
Nobody would be expecting that. I mean, except us, obviously, because, you know, we're smarter than you. Oh God, what a lie. What a lie. I've had at least a glass and a half of wine now. Yeah, I'm definitely not smarter than you. So anyway, those are our theories on Rey's parentage. For now. We're gonna keep thinking about this though, so don't be surprised if we've got like a part 2. Or maybe some other crazy tangent about Star Wars later down the line. We love this crap.
We're gonna stay excited. We're gonna buy more t-shirts, and we're gonna do more articles, and we're gonna geek out some more, so.
Yeah, look back at our site. We've got Star Wars Geek Chics, we've got Star Wars Sunday Fun Days.
All kinds of stuff.
Look back, we are just loaded with the Star Wars. And if you are a Star Wars fan, check us out.
There's gonna be more to come. This is not the end of that. I'm really excited about being in on the theories and having a theory, and that I'm gonna hold on to for the next couple of years until the next movie either proves me wrong or changes my mind in some way. So. That's it for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're gonna try to bring a few more videos a little more often to you guys. So keep checking back with us. And we will see you guys next time.
Later, geeks.
Later, geeks. Bye.